Hello everyone, I hope you're great. Today I want to share some of the things that I've been grateful about lately and that I've been thinking about during my gratitude practice. As cheesy as that is, it's really, really useful. Because when you're grateful, you can't really be negative, right? And when you're joyful and positive, well, that takes the vacuum away from all the negativity. So lately I've been thinking about the world and the way it is and how our hunter-gatherer ancestors during non-verbal times could only live together in smaller groups because communication was lacking and they could only trust and know so many people. But now we have, with the invention of language, after pre-verbal times, people could communicate and create common values and common culture, common shared values to have enough trust and enough systems and culture in place to live together. And now in the millions of people in our mega cities and some of our great countries around the world. So how in today's world we have nation states and boundaries, and depending where you're from, you can travel to almost anywhere in the world relatively safely. Not anywhere, but many places unprecedented in history. I like to think about and be grateful for all our great cities, all the great technologies that have emerged over the last hundreds of years, health technologies, improvements in biotechnology and understanding human biology and neurology and anatomy and biology, so that we can, things like antibiotics and other progresses that our ancestors had to suffer through and die from. I like to think about transport technology, cars, bikes, airplanes, comfort technologies like air conditioning and heat, depending where you are in the world. Of course, one is more relevant than the other. Some places like Canada need both, depending on the time of year. I like to think about our breakthroughs in technology like cell phones and apps, and the comfort of being able to order food from an app. International cuisine, in many places we can eat food from nearly anywhere in the world in a relatively safe manner, most of the time with a few exceptions. There's so much to be grateful for. Our life expectancy has doubled and tripled over the last several hundred years alone. So it's so easy to focus on the negative. Our brain has a negativity bias that develops during evolution so that we can survive and identify threats, real threats in our environment. But now in today's world, for most of us, most of those are obsolete, but we still have the brain of our hunters and gatherers from an evolutionary standpoint, at least for the most part. That's not very well adapted to today's world. So it's important for us to be aware of that and have practices like gratitude so that we're not stuck in negativity and doubt and fear, because what we think about and what we feel becomes our life. And as with and without, the quality of our thoughts and emotions become the quality of our life externally and in our experience. So until next time, I hope this is helpful. Maybe you can consider thinking about some of these things in your own gratitude practice, which I highly recommend. As cheesy as it is, well, gratitude, it works and takes the vacuum it removes the vacuum from negativity. Bye-bye.